it's Jasmine and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I just finished reading Better Than the Movies on my Kindle. I really enjoyed this. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I was just going to transfer the annotations that I had in my Kindle to my physical copy of the book. If I want to look back at something, I think it's easier to look through a physical copy when I have like highlights and then the tabs and stuff, and I just think it's cuter. Since I'm going to transfer my annotations, I thought I should just make an updated video on how I annotate. I do get some questions in my DMs asking how I annotate my books. So I think my last annotation video I made was a little over a year ago. So for the most part, I do a lot of the same things and use a lot of the same things, but I've added a tiny little bit more. So I'm gonna show you guys first like what I use to annotate. So first, tab. I have these ones which are kind of more like neon primary color tab, and then I also have the pastel tabs that everyone has. These I've been using for like a year now, and these I've only started using when everyone else started using them on like BookTok and Bookstagram. I really like both. My only issue with these ones, some of the colors you can't see through. They're too thick to be like annotation tabs. These ones I absolutely love. I have no problems with, just I wish they came in more colors. That's my only complaint. But other than that, I like love these. But these ones just have cuter colors, so that's why I have like a mix of the two. Next, for pens, I have been using the same pen since high school. So all of high school, like all of college. I always use a Muji pen, the black ink Muji pen for any like writing. I always have extras on me because I literally run through these pens so much. I've used these for years and years and I absolutely love them just because I really like how they write. They write very smooth. They typically don't bleed through in a book, which is nice. One thing that I did add to my annotating routine is the use of colored pens. So I'm a die-hard Muji fan. I love Muji, but their colored pens were really expensive, but I was able to find some dupes, and this is a 24 pack, and do you see all of these colors? The possibilities are endless here. I think these are good quality for the price. I didn't want to pay the Muji price, and they don't even come in that many colors, but I'll go ahead and put a video of me comparing the two. And I think these are so cute and definitely spice up my annotations. The last thing I use are highlighters, and again, I've used these highlighters forever. When I like a product, I am very loyal and will use them for years. I've used this since high school. I have the Zebra mild liners, and this is the 15 count. They do have more, but I just got this one because these are the colors that I will typically be using, so I just got the 15 count. So typically how I start the annotating process, I look at the cover and then I see like the colors that are on the cover. So I mainly see yellow and blue. I think the yellow is too much on the cover, so I don't want to add more yellow. So I'm gonna go with blue and use blue tabs, blue highlighters, and blue pens. And that's the same thought process that I have for pretty much every single book that I annotate. I like to use the accent color so that way it can like help the book pop. I'm gonna go ahead and start transferring these to my book now. You know I liked the book a lot when it has this many tabs. I also put my tabs like really close so that way only a little bit is sticking out. When I started annotating a year ago, I feel like everyone had their tabs sticking out so far, and I did not like the look of that. That's why I had to put them in, and I like how it's very discreet, but I can still kind of see the tabs. I feel like that makes it very satisfying. So I'll go ahead and walk through my thought process for what it is that I exactly annotate and how I do it. So I'll basically annotate things that kind of explain the relationship between the two characters in the beginning. So for example, here, she described her and Wes as enemies. I would also highlight what I find relatable and then write that it's relatable. So here's a perfect example of a song that I really like and how I sing to this song as well. And of course it's Taylor Swift. but a lot of the things that I highlight are just things that get me to think, like, this is gonna happen next, or I had a reaction to it, I laughed, I giggled, I squealed, or this is something that I do too, or just things that either get me to relate to the book or things that get me attached to the story and the characters. I will also sometimes write my predictions. So here they talk about a deal that they have going on, and I predicted what the wager would be and I was right, so I put that in there. Sometimes I'll highlight a lot on the page and highlight just different parts that I really liked that kind of flowed all together, and then wrote my thoughts about it. So here I also have some different things going on. I have some things highlighted, I have some things highlighted and underlined, and I have some things just underlined. Highlighted stuff is just kind of like overall, and then when I underline and highlight, it's like that main thing in there as the main idea, and then when I underline something, it's like it's attached to that main thing that's highlighted but not as important. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's just my logic when I annotate. I'll also put down any marks where I feel a certain way about a character, where they win me over, where I hate them, love them, etc. And here's kind of just an overview on like a page that I have. And I'm gonna flip through this so you guys can see like more of my annotations. Sometimes I can go from just annotating like one single sentence in a page to highlighting a lot on both pages. It just varies on like what's on the page and what kind of speaks to me and what I want to remember. I just think it's so satisfying to see all of these thoughts. These are just my thoughts frozen in time, and I think that's so cool. If I ever decide to reread this book, I can look back at this and see like, what did I think the first time that I read this, and just having those thoughts and those memories. That's mainly why I annotate my books. At first I was like super against it because if my notes don't look pretty, I will want to throw it away, and I was afraid that like if I messed up while annotating, then no. But I think annotating has been a lot of fun, and it's been nice after I finish reading a book just see like, whoa, I had all these thoughts while reading and I was able to document it, and I just think that's so much fun. And that is it for today's YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about how I annotate my books. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for any more bookish and manga content, and I will see you guys in my next video.